All right, let's talk SEO, but not today's SEO. We're jumping ahead to 2026. Because honestly, the stuff that works right now, it's on its way out. Fast. So in the next few minutes, we're going to break down the new rules for ranking and how you can stay ahead of the curve.
So let me ask you something right off the bat. Is your SEO strategy already obsolete? I mean, seriously, think about it. Because the very things that got you to the top yesterday, they might be the exact reason you disappear tomorrow.
And look, we're not just talking about some minor Google update here. No, the entire game has changed. It's like the ground is literally shifted under us. We are looking at a total redesign of how search engines even think. So what's causing this earthquake? You guessed it, AI. We're talking about generative AI, large language models, the brains behind tools like ChatGPT. This isn't some far-off future stuff anymore. It's here, right now, and it's completely rewriting the rules of getting found online.
Okay, so if the old playbook is out the window, what's the new one? What's our North Star? It all boils down to one word, a concept that sounds super simple but is actually really hard to pull off. Trust. Genuine trust.
And this quote just nails it, right? We're not just hunting for clicks anymore. That's old news. The new goal is to actually start a relationship. You have to stop thinking about optimizing for a machine and start thinking about optimizing for a real human connection. So here's the bottom line, the big takeaway. By 2026, trust is everything. It is the ultimate ranking factor. Yeah, getting found is step one, but getting trusted, that's what's going to keep you on top. Okay, that sounds great, but how do you actually do it? How do you build that trust? Well, it all starts with your content. So let's dive into the new content playbook. And we're going to start with something you might overlook, your headlines. Just look at the difference here. It's all about the psychology. The old way is so robotic, right? Buy in 2026, very keywordy. But the new way? Tested by fitness experts. Boom, instantly you've got authority. Or instead of, is this platform good, you get my pros and cons after 2 years. It's personal, it feels real. Yeah, it's kind of clickbaity, but it works because it promises a genuine human experience. And that's what builds that initial spark of trust. And this really gets to the heart of it. Think about it for a second. What makes a YouTube video successful? A great idea, sure, but also a title that just grabs you and won't let go. That's exactly where Google is headed. It's rewarding that personality, that strong, irresistible hook. So here's a super practical tip you can use right away. Go find your best performing blog posts and make YouTube videos out of them. Then, and this is key, embed that video right at the top of the article. Why? Because video is a trust-building machine. People see you, they hear you, and that connection is instant. Google sees that engagement, that trust, and boom, it often gives the whole article a nice little ranking boost. All right, but having amazing content, that's only half the story. Because if your page takes forever to load, all that trust you just worked so hard to build, poof, it's gone. In this new world, speed isn't just some techie thing for your developers to worry about. It's everything. It's a core part of the experience, and frankly, it's your new secret weapon. A really great way to think about this is something called the Vita model. It helps you see that a fast website isn't just about raw speed, it's a whole package. It breaks the entire digital experience down into 4 key parts that all work together. First, you've got velocity. That's just pure, raw speed. Think instant gratification. We all expect it, right? We click, and we want it now. Even a tiny delay feels like an eternity and just screams bad experience. Then there's intelligence. This is all about being smart. Your site should be clever enough to adapt. Using AI to send a super light, fast version to someone on a shaky cell signal, but the full-blown, beautiful version to someone on high-speed internet. Third is trust. And see how it all connects? A site that is always fast, that never has weird glitches, that builds confidence without you even realizing it. You just trust that it's going to work. And that makes you want to come back. And last, adaptivity. This just means your site has to work perfectly everywhere, on everything. It has to feel just as fast and smooth on a cheap phone with 1 bar of service as it does on a brand new laptop in the middle of a city. So, how does Google actually measure all this speed stuff? It's called Core Web Vitals. And listen, these aren't just nice-to-haves. They are direct, measurable ranking factors. They're Google's way of scoring your user experience. Let's hit them real quick. First up, LCP, or Largest Contentful Paint. All that means is how fast does the most important thing on the screen show up, like the main image or the first big chunk of text.
The magic number is under 2.5 seconds. Anything slower than that just feels slow.
Next, we have INP, Interaction to Next Paint. This one's all about responsiveness. When you click on a button, how fast does the page react? It needs to feel instant. And to do that, you've got to be under 200 milliseconds. Blink and you miss it.
And finally, CLS, or Cumulative Layout Shift. This one measures how much your page jumps around while it's loading. We've all been there, right? You go to click a link and suddenly an ad pops in and you click on that instead. So frustrating. A good low CLS score means your page is stable and doesn't do that.
Okay, let's talk about the big one. The final piece of the puzzle. AI-driven search. It's not just about ranking #1 on a Google page anymore. Now you need to be the source that the AI uses for its answers. And there's a whole new name for this. GEO, or Generative Engine Optimization. So, what's the game plan for this? First, you need to see what the AIs are already saying about you. Second, go all in on earned media. We're talking reviews, mentions on other respected sites. AIs love that stuff. It's a huge authority signal. Third, keep everything fresh. Always be updating. A last updated date is your best friend. And finally, and this is huge, publish your own original research. Be the primary source. Give the AI a reason to quote you.
Whew, okay, that was a lot, I know. So let's boil it all down. Let's put it into a simple, actionable checklist you can use to get ready for 2026.
Here it is, your 4-step plan. Step 1, upgrade your content. That means human-first titles and lots of video to build trust. Step 2, get obsessed with speed. You've got to master your core web vitals. Step 3, win the AI game by publishing fresh, original research that no one else has. And step 4, probably the most important, monitor everything, all the time, because this game is always changing.
And that brings us to the final, most important question you have to ask yourself. As you're planning your strategy, just stop and think. Are you building a site for an algorithm, or are you building a brand for humans? Because in 2026, the answer to that question, well, it's going to be everything.